Okay. All right. So now that YouTube has started, we are all set to get going. Welcome to day 4 of our live classes, and it has been a learning curve for me, but I think I have it figured out. Hey, celebrate! We've got this. I'm going to put my dance shoes on to start class today. I'm also kind of figuring out how I want to run these classes, and I think I want to start with our shoes on. We'll still do our full body warm-up, that kind of relaxing the body thing we did a few days ago. I'm going to leave that with you. If you want to try that at home in your own time, you can. So tomorrow is our final day this week. Next week, we're going to continue with some of the skills we worked on, but we'll also kind of start on a new tract for people who want to join fresh. And next Friday, we will start with our special guest teachers, which I'm figuring out how to do that because I don't want to give my YouTube key out to a bunch of people. So I'm going to figure out maybe how to do that live on Zoom, and then we'll post it on the YouTube channel later, so you can choose whether you want to do it live with them on Zoom or follow along here. Okay, let's get moving. Thanks for being here, everybody. I know I got a question from Patrick Conroy. Sorry I haven't responded to you yet. It's been a little bit of a mad week. Prepping for a Mother's Day performance through Tune Supply, tune.supply, www.tune.supply, with some really fabulous performers, Liz Carroll, Nuala Kennedy, a bunch of New York folks, a bunch of people in Ireland. So that's going live on Mother's Day at Tune Supply. You can find it. And then prepping for my live session with Brian Miller and Nora Rendell and Dahi Spruill and some fabulous kids who play music in New York and Minnesota. Also, that goes live Monday evening at 7 p.m. Central Time on the Tune Supply page also. So anyways, Patrick, I got your message. This is all free. I'm going to be asking folks for donations at some point, but this is just kind of like an experiment to play around with, doing some dancing with everybody and seeing where it goes. Okay, so we're going to keep using Colin Farrell because it's free music that we know YouTube won't silence. and Colin's fabulous, and he has this really fun tune today that he's doing, so why not?
Hello, day 127.
Here's Colin.
I'll try a jig this evening, and I'm call this tune The Side Reeler.
Alright, we'll go back to the one we know and love though. So we're going to start off with this: forward, back, around, shoulders up, stretch back, and then back, forward, shoulders back, around, and then pulse up. And just to warm up our upper body a little bit before we get moving in our lower body. So let's go with this one. And just a little note, when you do so it goes shoulders forward, and we're giving ourselves a bit of a crunch in front here and a stretch here. I'm going to close out some tabs so that I can see myself. Hey, Matt, I see you just subscribed. Awesome, and thank you so much for your help. It has saved my week. I would have been a lot more stressed. So crunch, stretch, and then we're going to really bring our shoulders down and up and around, and really take your time with that. And then we're going to you can even kind of twist your wrists as you bring your hands to your shoulders and around. And when you come back, now to protect your lower back, I want you to really think about squeezing your glutes and squeezing your quads. So you can try tightening them and really getting them nice and hard and tight. Because if you do that and then you kind of bend from your upper back, you're going to protect the sensitive parts of your lower back from wanting to seize up potentially. So, all right. 5, 6, and forward, back, around, 2, 3, 4, shoulders up, and here we go, back, forward, around, 2, 3, 4, arms up, bend your knees, now straighten everything, flat back, bend everything, and straighten, 9. Around for 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hands on your shoulders, 2, 3, 4. Really squeeze those muscles, 6, 7, 8. Now back, 2, 3, front, 2, 3, 4. Arms back, really take them back, and everything bends. And straight, and bend. Now stay straight, knees are straight, back is flat, reaching your head as far as you go. You might need to be here to have your back flat, or you might be able to keep it flat lower. And bend, and now you arch everything, and straight. I'm reaching up and grabbing one hand, one wrist, and don't bend your knees next time you see. And reaching up and grab your other wrist. Good. Okay, now when you're stretching, there are two approaches to stretching down. Whether you're sitting or standing, you can hinge from your waist and keep your back flat, and that's going to give you one kind of stretch. And you're going to feel that in your hamstrings. You might feel it in your glutes and in your lower back. And you want to make sure to engage your muscles so that you're not just totally locking your knees and putting pressure on them. So if you engage your quads, then your knees will be protected. And the other way is to actually curve your whole spine. And what that does is that actually gives a stretch to your nervous system. So if you feel really tight when you bring your head down and kind of curve, that's probably nerve tension, which is an interesting sensation. So that's a good opportunity to just really feel into those nerves. And if you feel tight there, give yourself an opportunity to stretch that a couple times a day, because that can really help with not only physical stuff, but cognitive stuff as well, cognitive function. Okay, so moving on, we're gonna do similar exercises, but we're gonna change it up a little bit. So I want you to start by pulsing your feet. And I want you to do two things. One, I want you to pulse and put the pressure into your toe for 8. And then I want you to pulse and take the pressure off of your toe for 8. So we've got in, 2, 3, 4. So you're leaning into your toe. I'm leaning left right now versus leaning right and lifting my toe. Okay, so we're going to do that back and forth a couple of times. Here we go.
Hello?
1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Let's lean first, starting right. 5, 6. Here we go. Lean, 2, 3, and lean, 2, 3, 4. Lean, 2, 3, 4. Now let's do the other way. So now we're gonna go up, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, and up, and up. Now leaning, lean, 2, 3, 4. Lean. Lean. Okay, you might have noticed that transition's a little awkward, right? So if we're going lean, 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 I think we need to go stop, 2, 3, 4, and then we can go up, 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 stop, 2, 3, 4, and lean, lean, lean. It's a little bit of a foot twister or a brain twister, I think. So when we do that stop, 2, 3, 4, I want you to really take a moment to stand up tall and feel your whole body lengthening. So feel your feet pushing into the ground and feel your head rising up. All right, here we go. So leaning first. Here we go. Lean, 2, 3, 4. Lean, 2, 3, 4. Lean, 2, 3, 4. Lean, 2. Now standing feet in the ground. 3. Here we go. And up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Standing tall, reaching up. 5, 6. Now leaning right. Lean, 2, 3, 4. Lean, 2, 3, 4. Lean, 2, 3, 4. Do 4 more, please, this time. Lean, 2, 3, 4. Lean, 2, 3, 4. Lean, 2, 3, 4. Lean, 2. Now standing tall, reaching your body up. 5, 6. Here we go. Now up, 2, 3, 4. 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 Now let's do the one where we don't lean. So we're just kind of pulsing our feet. But I want you to feel yourself kind of pushing. So we're going to go, so we've got, for our right foot's up, you're gonna kind of push into your toe to push into your left foot. And right and left, and right and left, and right and left, and right. And pushing down into the ground, and pushing down, and pushing. Okay, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And of course, we've been practicing that lift through our toe this whole time, and you hear it now. We're adding some percussion into this warm-up. And then we'll do 4, 4, 2, 2, and 1, 1. Why not? Okay. We'll count it with him.
G and F, and then call this.
So starting, we'll start with this foot up. Here we go.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and lift. 2, 3. Toes off the ground now. Now for 4. And now for 2. And now for 1. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now for 4. Toes on the ground, just pulsing. Upside this today. 4 next time. Now for 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now for 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I skipped to the 1 because that's really fast. Okay, let's see here. Yay, Matt, it worked. Yes, success. Okay, I'm afraid we may have, okay. Now let's do step 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, we were just here, so let's turn that into a leap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Leap, touch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then we'll do the other side. And then we'll see what we do from there. Let's see here. I want to do that slow reel again. Which one was that? It is one of Colin playing the low flute with himself playing guitar. Ready to go. Let's see, if I can't find it quickly, we'll do a different one. It's definitely a reel. There it is.
Well, day 110.
Here we go. 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Touching with your toes. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for 2. And now for 1. cool stuff. So this week is going to be, we're going to wrap up this choreography tomorrow. And so far we have that move. And then we have the flat footing chug. Now, if you watched the step of the day on Instagram yesterday, you'll have learned that there is more to this move. There's a... Did we do that yesterday? I don't think we did. We did chug, chug, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and chug, chug, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we did 1, 2, da, da, 1. Or no, we did 1, da, da, da. Yeah, 1, fast and 1, fast and then we did 1, fast and then 1. With the pause in it. That's really confusing. If you're confused, don't fret. I'm confused too at that, but we're gonna keep going with it because it's worth going with. All right, so now we're going to we'll break that down again later, but we're going to add a toe. So instead of doing plain old chugs, so the same way that we added a toe coming back here, we're going to add a toe coming back here, right before we step down. See, once again, just change where your weight is in your body and what way your body is moving. It's the same exact move, and we have added something to a tool belt. Okay, so let's break that down. So now, for those of you who are following along who are bar-on players, by the way, we're going to have some bar-on teachers as special guests too. So make sure you're on the newsletter and you know so that you can know when that's coming. Make sure you don't miss it. Super excited for that, and I hope that they will also break it down for percussive dancers to kind of play with their rhythms too. But so for those of you who are really just percussionists and not dancers, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. We're doing 1 and 2 and 3. So our beats are on 1, 2, and 3. Da, 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 da. So this is the new rhythm we're making. So 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3. So let's try that again. So if we've stepped in our right leg, step, back, left toe touches, and then we bend down into our left toe. So right, straighten, touch, step, straighten. 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 Let's try the same thing on our left. So left, straighten. Now right, right, straighten. Left, left, straighten, touch, touch, straighten. Left, left, straighten, touch, touch. Straighten, left, straighten, touch, touch, straighten. I'm going to do that a couple more times because after doing the toe down on that foot so many times, it keeps wanting to do it. So down, up, touch, touch, up, down, up, touch, touch. And again, for those of us who are dancers and or percussionists, or just percussionists, you can hear that weight here, right? We're falling into it, and that's something that you have to get in your body when you're a musician, is that sense of falling. Da, dee, da, 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 that momentum in your music. Okay, so now once we've gotten it separately, on separate sides, we can do both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, or we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, dee, da, dee, da, dee, da, long, short, short, long, short, short, long. So you could almost think of it as that, even though we were thinking of it as the toe down being connected, which they are, you might also think of this as being connected. Yeah? Long, short, short, 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 long. And the goal here is to have your legs really relaxed and your feet really relaxed. So remember yesterday when we were doing this exercise? Keep doing that. Because being able to having the capacity to be able to have tension in your foot and then lift it off and relax it is really, really valuable, because that's what we want here. I'm reaching it out, but I'm just kind of letting it fall in the end. I'm not actually putting any intention into my foot right now as it comes down. I'm just lifting from my knee. And that keeps your small joints and muscles and bones and everything a lot more relaxed throughout your life, which means they have less tension and less dis-ease. Okay, let's see. So, let's move on to our choreography, which we were doing with Highland from Danny Diamond. Now, Danny very conveniently goes from Highland into a reel. So I think what we're going to do today is work on it with the Highland and then start transferring it over to also being a possible reel step and seeing how that works. So, Danny is here. So we'll start step 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and step 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Remember how we have that pause at the end? And then we go step, heel, step, heel, step. So just a reminder that step heel is not a toe down. It's a down, heel, down, heel. It's a pulse. So we're going kind of down and up and up and down and up. Favorites. It's in my favorites. So let's give that a go. Just that first section. Step 2, 3, 4, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, and add the next bits. And then we go into the chugs. So let's just remind ourselves that last fast bit is da 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 da. There's those toe downs. Same thing as the chugs. So then we're going to go step and a chug and a step, chug, step, chug, step, chug. And yeah, I think we did 4 of those yesterday, right? I should be writing this down. Okay, so let's try the step chug bit. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I did 4 of them. Now we do one slow one. Yep, so that was slow, slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow, slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to break that down, it counts. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we're doing half notes into quarter notes or quarter notes into 8 notes, however you want to look at it. And then we're going, the next bit is slow, slow, 1 and 2. Slow, right? So we change it. That is tricky for me. So I'm presuming it might be tricky for some of you. So that next section goes slow, slow, fast, fast, slow. So instead of slow, slow, fast, 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 slow, slow, fast, fast, slow. Slow, slow, fast, fast, slow. And then we have to be ready to step into our next foot. That always catches me. So, always meaning every day this week since we started doing it. Slow, slow, fast, fast, slow. and then we're ready to start on our right foot again. So try that with me a couple more times. Slow, slow, fast, fast, step, step, step. And that other step has to bend in for it to be able to flow to the next bit. So 1, up, down, down. Again, we're used to doing down, up, down. Now we should do down, down. Okay, so deep, 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 da, da. Down, up, down, down. So really feeling that momentum. Okay, so slow, 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 and 2, and 3, and 4, and now then we have slow, slow, fast, 2, 3, 4, slow, slow, fast, 2, 3, 4, and then we go slow, slow, fast, fast, slow, 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 fast, fast, slow, and then we go fast. And I think that last fast, fast, slow, it's gonna literally actually be, 1, slow, slow, fast, fast, slow, because we're then going to do slow, slow, fast, fast, dum, 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 dum. We're going to go straight into those 8th notes. Does that make sense? Okay, breaking it down one more time. 4 slows, slow, 2, 3, 4, and then we go slow, slow, fast, fast, slow. Oh, now I'm confusing myself. Let's just do it to music. It'll come to me. 5, 6, here you go. Slow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, now. Slow, 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 fast, fast, slow, slow, fast, 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 slow, slow, fast, fast, slow, 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 fast, fast. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Again, I don't know why this is such a brain boggler for me. So I'm doing this more for my sake than for yours, but I hope this is helpful to you too. Again, slow, 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 slow 4 times. Then we go slow, slow, fast, 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 slow, slow, fast, 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 fast. Then we go slow, slow, fast, fast, slow. Hypothetically, we do that again, but we are adding a pickup note to get into the fasts. So we really only do 1 slow, slow, fast, fast, slow. That's what's confusing to me. Because then we do slow, slow, fast, 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 fast. Now it may seem to you like I should have just said we're only doing 1 slow, slow, fast, fast, slow. But in my mind we were doing 2, but we're creating a pickup note, so we're kind of cutting that last one off, if that makes sense, by going fast. Okay, same thing again. 6, here, 5, 6, 7, 8, and slow. 2 more. Now we're gonna go slow, slow, fast, 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 slow, slow, fast. Now slow, fast, slow. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. I don't know how you feel about that. I feel almost clear. Doesn't bode well for you, huh? No, we'll get it. Okay, let's try the whole thing from the very beginning, and then we'll add our little bits to the end to finish our new bits. You don't know what they are yet. Don't worry, I haven't told you.
Percussive. It doesn't have a real name.
Here
we go.
We're going to start with Danny. I got in trouble for wanting to start with the music once recently at a workshop. By some people who didn't want me to do it. They wanted to count in. But it's such a good skill to be kind of prepared to start right as the musician starts, so why not try it?
Yeah, real afterwards.
Here we go, ready? Getting ready to go.
That doesn't have a real name. Here we go.
2, 3, oh! We're starting with steps. Step 2, 3, 4. That'll be a lot easier to start with him with.
I actually learned the tune properly. My dad. Here we go. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so that's 2 times through the tune. We'll point out the A parts and the B parts soon. But so we're going to add some toes into that combo that we just got so confused about. Speak for myself, huh? Maybe you've got it down. But so we're going to go slow, slow. I think we might do that. We're gonna actually add to all 4 of them. So we're gonna go slow, dee-da-da. So this is those 4 slow chugs in the beginning. We're adding that down toe onto them now. So we're adding an extra beat. So I hope you relished in that opportunity to listen to all the notes while you were being silent, because now we're gonna fancy it up a little bit. So it goes like this: 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So that's the new second half. It's kind of similar to that rhythm, except instead of doing fast, fast, slow, we're now doing slow, fast, fast. So it's a nice kind of mirror to what's happening in the beginning of the step. All right, so let's try the whole choreography now with that slow, fast, fast, slow, fast, fast added into the second part. And I'm going to point out the A parts and B parts too, because this step has A parts and B parts that go along with the tune. Starting with Danny once again.
Here we go.
2, 3, this is the A part. Second A part. Here comes the first B part. Second B part. Next A part. That was a tricky thing to get in. I'm doing a million things at once. That was a tricky thing to do there, wasn't it? And I think the track skipped too, so we didn't quite get it. So, let's see if it actually works with the music. It does. It definitely does. So we're going to go ahead and do this. The second time through the tune is when we switch over to our chugs, our kind of more flat-footing technique versus maybe more Shanos or Quebecois technique. That move feels very reminiscent of some kind of French-Canadian ways of dancing, which would be at or on your toes. But it's the same kind of move. But we're going to call it Shanosy and then flat-footy. All right, so let's go from the chugs, these new chugs. Here we go. 3. We aren't going to start with them. We're going to start. We're counting it. Da, da, ba, da, 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 chug. Fast, fast. Here we go. 6, 7, 8. Slow. Oh, cool. Okay. So it's slow, fast, fast. Slow, slow, fast, 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 fast. This is a little bit of this is tricky. Okay, so we've just gone slow, fast, fast, slow, fast, fast, slow, fast, fast, slow, fast, 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 fast. Or if you call it slow, slow, fast, fast, slow. Slow. Okay, I'm mixing up my terminology. So we've got chug, chug, toe, chug, chug, toe, step, chug, toe, step, chug, toe, and now our next bit is a similar thing, but we're not using any toes. We're just doubling up our chugs. Chug, chug, fast, 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 chug, chug, fast, 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 fast. Ooh, this is so good. I'm glad I'm doing this because this is a nice thing to be able to do. 2, 3, 4, and we have to decide if we want to do a last one there. 1, 2, 3, 4. let's get comfortable with that. So, 3. This is really nice. And for those of us who are not dancers but percussionists elsewhere, you can hear the different kind of sound qualities, and we're getting, instead of, when we're doing our doubling up our beat with our toes, we're getting a very clear beat. When we're doubling up our beat with our chugs, we're getting a slide sound. Right? You can lift your toe a little. You can lift your toe and get a little bit more of a clear sound, but it's still sliding. You're still getting a scrape. So that's really nice, the sound quality there. So it's slow, slow, 3, 4, slow, slow, dee, 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 da, 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 dee, da, da, da. Let's try that a couple more times. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, da, dee, dee, da, 1, 2, da, dee, dee, da. That feels really tricky. Let's keep trying that. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. The reason it's tricky is because we're changing the way that we are doubling our speed, doubling our rhythm, and we are also changing where we double it at the same time. So our body's having to get comfortable with not throwing that toe in there. We're suddenly going back to creating a little pause before we do our fasts, and then our fasts are created by just doubling up the chug. Okay, ready? Same thing again. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna go last toe, and then we're gonna go chug, 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 and then we're gonna go chug, 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 snap, chug, 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 chug. Okay, who's with me? I think I'm finally catching up to myself here. So da, dee, da, dee, da, 3, 4, slow, slow, fast, 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 slow, slow, fast, 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 slow, slow, fast, fast, slow, 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 fast, 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 fast. Ooh, good thing this is being recorded and up for us to watch later on. My, oh my. Okay, let's try the beginning from the beginning of the second time through the tune. So that starts with that. And we will, yeah, okay. Go 5, 6, 5, 6, here we go. You bet so. That doesn't work. What did we do wrong? Let's try that again. See where we went wrong. So okay, that's it. Why does it feel so slow? I think it's just slower than I'm practicing, than I'm demoing it. So that's nice. The music's slower than the demo. Let's do that again. 6, 5, 6, here we go. I'm personally still getting caught up in that slow, slow, fast, fast, slow, slow. You might notice. But let's just try the whole thing. We're going to just finish up with the whole thing and see how it goes. Starting with Danny on the steps. The challenging thing also that of using tune music that isn't from like a CD that's been done to a click track is that the musician is playing live, and so they're kind of ebbing and flowing, which is natural. And when you're in a live, I might have said this already, but when you're in a live setting dancing with a live musician, we're all ebbing and flowing, which is what that exercise I gave you the other day was all about. But we're meeting each other as we ebb and flow. Whereas when one person is ebbing and flowing but not meeting you at the same time, we have to kind of work with that, which makes it a little challenging. If you're seeing all of these compilations that people are putting out into the world right now where they're recording something and someone else is recording over it, that actually takes a lot more effort than you might realize. I know a lot of us, I mean, I'm giving away a secret, but a lot of us are spending doing a lot of takes to get one good one, because if, say, like, the person I'm recording to speeds up just at a little moment and then everything speeds up from there, it's mostly undiscernible, except if I'm dancing along, I have to like speed up at that same moment, and I have to catch that moment, and I have to speed up exactly at the amount that they speed up and then try to stay with them, and it's really hard to catch. And if you don't get it, it's really obvious that it's off. So we're experiencing this a little bit just with playing with somebody who's just playing live by themselves. All right, here we go.
Hello.
So whole choreography to finish. We might do it twice, we might do it once. We'll see how it feels. 2, 'Toes in there in the fast one. Okay, I think we're going to call it a day. We'll leave it at that. So I'd like to thank you all for sticking around and dancing along, and I'll be back tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be the last Friday with me. From here on out, Fridays will be with a guest artist on Zoom that then will get shared via the newsletter, on the website, on the YouTube and all that too. So thanks everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow.